Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. 10 Cubans in police custody after allegedly trespassing in Trani hotel. 10 Cubans are being processed by police after allegedly trespassing in a hotel in Trani on Saturday. The development has been confirmed by the Jamaica Constabulary Force Corporate Communications Unit (CCU). Reports are that the Cubans were discovered around 2 a.m. on the Excellence Resort property. It is not clear how the group arrived on the property. However, a source noted that while the group was spotted on a section of the property, it was after one went to a member of staff and asked for a phone charger that the hotel realized that they were not guests at the facility. It is understood hospitality was shown to the group as the hotel awaited the arrival of the police, who were called. They were later taken to the Falmouth Public General Hospital. Haitians arrested in Portland. At least 9 Haitians were picked up by the Portland police during an early morning operation in the vicinity of Hector's River, a community located near the border of Portland and St. Thomas. The group was picked up shortly after 7 o'clock after police were alerted by residents about the presence of strangers traveling along a road near Hector's River. Police sources said they were unable to determine where the Haitians actually landed, but they were quick to point out that based on where the Haitians were spotted and picked up, it is likely that they may have landed near the Hector's River border. So far, the Haitians have been rushed to the Port Antonio Hospital as their conditions were considered to be dire, as some appeared to be severely dehydrated and underfed. A search has since been launched for more Haitians who the police say may have filtered into nearby communities. Meantime, the police have issued a stern warning to residents in the Hector's River and Long Road that it is illegal to harbor illegal migrants and also highlighted health concerns. No Genesis for Montego Bay. Authorities have rejected an application for a permit to stage an event from the organizers of the annual gospel show Genesis. Staged at midnight on New Year's Eve in Montego Bay, St. James, for the past 30 years, the much-anticipated Youth for Christ production was expected to have a well-attended celebration with approximately 20 local and international gospel artists, including Mavia Providence, Prodigal Son, King Arthur, Disciple, Yvonne Cohen, and Royal Angel slated to perform. We have to cancel because we did not get a permit and we dare not go above the law, stated head of the Jamaica Youth for Christ Montego Bay chapter, Barrington Sargent. As usual, we applied to the St. James Municipal Corporation for an amusement license, and we were instructed that such a license cannot be issued during the state of public emergencies, he added. Nonetheless, Genesis will go on as planned in Kingston. It will be held at the Ronnie Williams Entertainment Center starting at 5 p.m. on New Year's Eve Day. At the same time, the theme from Genesis Montego Bay will be partnering with the Urban Development Corporation UDC's Fireworks Festival New Year's Eve with an hour of gospel entertainment dubbed the Genesis Hour. There have been a space of SOEs in St. James, with the first on November 8. The measure was in effect for 2 weeks. It was extended on November 22nd for 2 weeks, but the announcement was made until Friday, December 8 for another 2 weeks. Since then, there has not been any announcement for SOE or curfews in St. James. Experienced event promoter Kamal Banki said cancellation after such meticulous planning can be a nightmare for the production team. He also suggested that the financial impact would depend on the stage of the planning. Meanwhile, at around the same time, the UDC fireworks on the waterfront will take place at Montego Bay at Harmonic Beach Park. Members of the Christian community are also disappointed with the authorities' unwillingness to be a bit more flexible for the 4-hour event. Just talks, no action. Father blames authorities for death of son caused by stray cow. Albert Dennison had high hopes of sharing a Hamad Christmas dinner with his son, but that was not to be. His world was shattered when he got the news at church on Christmas Eve that his son died tragically after the motorcycle he was driving collided with a cow. The elderly Dennison is blaming the relevant authorities for failing to build an animal pond for the untendered animals. Odain Dennison suffered several head injuries during the crash on the Petersfield Main Road in Westmoreland. Sunday, I was at church, and my friend came to me, and to be honest, he gave me the news suddenly that my son died. So me say, what you mean him dead? Him said it by kill him, cow on him, the distraught father recalled. Him even asked me, Daddy, you eat ham? And me say yes. Him say him a carry it come for me. the distraught father told reporters on Thursday. He said the animals are left to wander on the streets. The cows on the street them, nobody cares, and you don't have nobody to talk to, because on the same road, 2 bike guys died, school guys, and I see a cow, man running him cow and talking. The government only care about, I don't know, they only talk. Them say them a make pound for the cow them, but nobody. The distraught father explained. The father said it is not his son's first encounter with a cow along the same thoroughfare. It's on the same road that he met in an accident with a car, and some dead there with his bike now. So, nobody care about this cow business. If you can recall a cow kill a policeman, nobody don't care. Poor talk, we talk. I don't care if which government a pure talk we talk. We need action now, the father stressed. A cow, he said, jumped in his late son's car and damaged the vehicle. When he went to the Withorn police station to report the incident, the cow was gone. The man took the cow, and go sell it to Lucy, the 68-year-old said, noting that his son was his caregiver and breadwinner after he had a stroke 6 years ago. He said while he blames the authorities, his warning to his son fell on deaf ears. He came here Thursday. I was around there drinking tea, and I saw him on a big bike because he had a little white car. I said, Odin, where you get the bike from? And him say, a fame. I said, you sell the car and buy a bike? Him said, no, daddy, the father recalled. The father said he was worried his son would meet the same fate as his late friend. You want dead like how Craig did, Odin, because Craig have a car like you, and see him ride a bike and kill himself. Do you want to die? Him said, no, daddy, we not dead, the father questioned. Meanwhile, in commenting on the issue, President of the Negro Chamber of Commerce, Elaine Allen Bradley, is also echoing her calls for the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation to act and get this tree off the roadways. It's very sad to know that we've been grappling with these stray animals and people getting killed for so long. And we have so many promises and nothing is being done. Just talk as usual, she argued. Our mayor, Mr. Moore, did promise from July and earlier a pound and some sort of repercussion from the owners of the cattle. Yet we see nothing happen. Nobody is being brought into the books, she stressed. This cannot continue to happen. We need to do something. Lives have been lost. He ordained lost his life through carelessness. But we as a committee members and agencies should try to do something to prevent loss of lives. The local government that is supposed to put things in place to prevent all these things, she bemoaned. In addressing the issue, Deputy Mayor Ian Miles said the reinstallation of the pound is long overdue and is needed urgently. This pound is something that we have long called for. I especially would have raised that issue in the council years ago that we need to reinstate the pound. The date is so slow in coming, it is taking too long for it to ask to materialize, and it is something that is needed urgently, he explained. In a sad state, I just want to offer my deepest condolences and sincere sympathies to the family of the young man who would have lost his life tragically, a bit by hitting a cow just recently. As a corporation, as a municipality, we as leaders need to ensure that the laws are entrenched, that they are there to guide and protect the lives of all citizens, and this is one of those issues that has long been on the books, plaguing and wreaking havoc, he added. Miles said that come next municipal general meeting, January 2024, the matter ought to be dealt with expeditiously. He is also warning the farmers to take responsibility for their animals. You need to be more responsible in your actions. You cannot just let the animals on the road at will, because commuters and users of the roadway are the ones that are going to face the danger, he argued. Miles also cautioned road users to be vigilant on the roadways that are filled with stray animals. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and